Hi, my name is Zizaran. I'm gonna run through patch notes and I'll comment on things I find interesting as we're reading it. So that is what we're doing this morning. Blah 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 challenge leagues. Is the normal thing they always? Yes, that's the normal. Right. Here's the actual interesting stuff. Added new in strength gem, purifying flame, a wave of divine ire. We've seen all of these, right? Added new in-gem soul rend. Bane, Wave of Conviction, Zealotry. Skipping? I'm not skipping, I'm just reading only the interesting parts. This is like things we already know. Just skip? Yeah. Right, okay. 17 new I'm surprised they added that many new uniques, because they said they were gonna add less new uniques but make them more powerful. 15 new div cards. $15 of them are Alex anyway. Right, let's look at the actual patch notes. New support, haven't we seen them? Information, Solitary, causes allies to deal more spell damage, we've seen that. Levelance, Divine Art, Energy Leech support. Energy Leech support. Deal more damage while you're leeching? This is mandatory for CI builds? Intensify, Unleash. That's the ones we've seen, right? Huh. Yeah, that looks like it could be interesting for Griff. Gonna be a low multiplier, I guess. See. Right. Oh wow, this is huge. Sana model has been updated. That is huge. Thank you for the host, Uber. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. The new axe, or the Deviant Surge now occasionally plays sounds during combat. Added wind physics, including wall bite, cold snap, wall cold snap. Oh, that's gonna be pretty cool, actually. Added some missing Tarkley dialogue. That's huge as well. Added enchantments for all the new skills. Hitting enemies with holy skills now causes a special wholly on hit effect to display. Oh, I hope it's beautiful. Skills which involve destroying corpses now cause the gibs left by those corpses to disappear after a delay. Like giblets. While skills now have their appropriate surge effects. Ooh. Updated this reart. That's actually no low key. That's actually huge for me. That's gonna look so fucking cool. It looks trash at the moment. I'm so excited for this. Actually low key so excited for this. I'm not. I mean, only like 20 people have one, but you know, it's important for me. Just rich people benefits. Improved performance in a number of boss fights with the number of player skills. Continue to incrementally buff the sound, art, effects, and environment. Added ES Leech. It leeches to your energy shield and is limited by your max energy shield leech rates. Ghost Reaver now causes you to leech energy shield instead of life and doubles your max energy shield leech rate. Added a cap on the amount of resources you can leech. That's like the 400 million math problem. Oh yeah, and then removing the max crit chance caps. Now, I want to talk about that. So, for those of you who, especially if you're new to Path of Exile and you're following build guides, this means that if you put Control Destruction in early game, you will have a 0% chance to crit. And what that means is if you're using Elemental Overload on the tree, you need to crit somewhere or it will never proc. So it is actually an important thing for the start of the game. So don't just blindly follow an older guide that tells you to use Elemental Overload. Don't maybe think about think about using Lightning Pen or something. But you can go up to 100% now as well. The Brittle Ailment now grants 10% chance to critical strike affected enemies. This was further increased by sources of crit strikes, whereas previously it was not. Oh. And we can no longer get above 90% max res. I guess this has already been mostly teased. That was in the Dev Manifesto, that's where I read that. So, no more max stress of 19 above. I think it's gonna be easier to get max stress now. It's just sort of an indirect nerf to Lore Weave. Improved many cases of damage mitigation being applied before an incoming hit was registered, which could cause a character that would otherwise take reduced damage or no damage at all to take more damage than expected. When a monster attacks and uses Immortal Call after the attack but before it lands. Oh, nice! That's really big. This means that we can no longer die to Divine Shrines. So before, you could die, like, if I, say I clicked the Divine Shrine here, but while I was clicking it, there were attacks in the air, I could still die. Improved many case. Yeah. Temporary menace such as skeletons and wolves now die when the summoning character dies or respawns. Oh. Consecrated Path now affects both allies and enemies, causing hits against them to have 100% increased crit chance. That's a big buff for Consecrated Ground. It's worth noting that the effects granted while on Consecrated Ground will be granted regardless created by you or an ally or an enemy. Nice. What enemies create Consecrated Path? I think that's like Cursed Grandmas now. Modifiers which previously affected cast speed and duration of curses now instead affect curse skills, including curses and bane. You don't understand the max resistance is maximum? That means that before, like right now in the game, if you go in now and you stack loads of max fire rest, you can get up to 100%. Next patch, we will only be able to get to 90. No matter what you do, you cannot get above that. Flame Totem has been removed from the game. Welcome, new friend, Holy Flame Totem. Oh my god, Flame Totem is Gandalf. Now creates Consecrated Ground at the totem's location. This Consecrated Ground grants curse immunity. Wow, that's like a huge utility thing. Nice. Wow. Now deals fist damage and converts 50% fist damage to fire. Wow, so you can use Hatred with Flame Totem? So weird. 3 to 5 fist. That's so crazy. 3 to 5 fist damage. That's 11 mana. And wow. That's really nice. Flame Totem sounds really nice. You can use fist statistics too. He doesn't know. Yeah, would I not know? I don't know. Okay, anyway. It lacks critical information? Oh, don't ask? Okay, I'll just keep reading. Stormburst no longer fires projectiles. I honestly, from what I saw, I just think Stormburst is going to be Garbo, especially at low levels, but now creates orbs of energy while you channel. It's like Blade Flurry with a spell. Still looks trash. I hope it's okay. Heal Balance, Abyssal Cry. Cheaper. Animate Guardian is cheaper. Animate Weapon is slightly cheaper. Anger. Oh, I see what's gonna happen. Oh no. Oh no. I already see what's gonna happen. Anger now causes... It's a buff for nerf. 16 to 23. Oh, it's a buff. Slight buff for anger. Wait. I'm level 20. It is a buff. Yay! More fire damage. Oh, with spells. Okay, it's all across. It's just a buff. Everything. Arc. Mana cost is now 8. Was 9. It's a buff! Mana cost At 20 is now 23, was 26. It's a buff! Now it's a cast time of 0.7 from 0.8. It's a buff! Now it deals 6 to 33 from 7 to 37. Damage effective. Oh, so it's like a really, really slight nerf. That's fine. That was perfect. That was really well done. It's like a really slight nerf. Oh. Arc is not dead? No, of course it's not dead. It barely got touched. Still really strong. Plus with all like the coming self-casting buffs that I'm hoping are good, then it should be better for self-casting, just slightly worse for traps and stuff. Anyway. Armageddon Brand. Now it deals 29 to 43 instead of 29 to 44. I'm wondering how this happens at meetings. Do you have one guy who's in like, charge of Armageddon Brand or something? Huh? Finish reading all of our... What, the 80%? Oh, it got more added effectiveness. Oh shit, I skipped entirely. Oh god. How did I miss that? Lower the range at which arc can chain from 50 to 25. Yeah, that's not great. Can't read? I'm not good at reading! I mean, it's still not dead though. That's still like, okay, that's a bigger nerf than I thought. But, thank god for chat, I know. It's still very good. It's still going to be very, very strong. Oh, I don't know how that happened. Arctic Breath. It's 8. It's higher? Hold on, I'm gonna raise my monitor a bit. There. And Arctic Breath got a damage buff. 13 to 19 at level 1. That's huge at level 1. Wow. Wow, Arctic Breath getting a massive buff. 350 to 524 instead of 275 to 413. What's that, like a 30% buff? That's crazy. Armageddon Brand? See, that's the one I started reading by accident. How, like, do you have a guy that's in charge of Armageddon Brand? And they're sitting there like, I want Armageddon Brand to have 1 more damage at level 1. 1 more high end. That'll fix it. Like, it's so weird. Is it like some algorithms or something? 1 less? Oh yeah, you're right, 1 less. I was reading that one. Shush, I'm bad at reading. But still, like, do you not think that's weird? Literally 1 less. $332 to $498. Wow. Wow, Armageddon Brand got fucked. Wow. Why though? It wasn't exactly that OP. Why? I don't get it. I used it. It's fine. Like, just the fact that it like made your screen super aids to look at was like hard. Like, cause it's only good for bossing, it's garbage for clearing. It's just a high single target. Okay, whatever, it's weird. I don't think, okay. Huh. I'm surprised Armageddon Brand got nerfed. Anyway, I wonder what they did to Stormman then, that's gonna be interesting. Assassin's Mark, mana cost at gem level 1 is now 16, was 24. Now 30, wow. Yeah, it's so much cheaper to self-cast curses. Hits against cursed enemies have 1.5 crit strikes are up to 2.4. This chance now scales with increased crit strike. Oh, so it's just base crit now. Right? Or am I? It's base crit, right? Isn't that like completely busted? That's completely busted. I can't wait to roll fucking diamond rings with curse on hit. Wow. Okay, sort of a nerfed assassin as well. Get base crits so easily in other areas. Yo, that's really fucking cool for... How will that work on heralds? Will that still let my heralds crit? Should, right? That's kind of cool. That's huge for herald builds. Ball lightning, mana changes, 0.75. 5% more effectiveness and 20% damage buff? No, less than that. 5% damage buff? 8? Maybe a bit more? The damage effectiveness? Blade Vortex cheaper. Wow. Oh. 3.5 to 7 from 7 to 10? Oh, but the level 20 one's fine. That's not that bad. It seems to be hit more early game, but I guess it was kind of crazy early game. And then what's the end game one? Is that a 20%? 20% damage nerf? 18%? Right. That's fine though. I mean, it was kind of crazy, especially with Val BV. So that's fine. That's a fine nerf. Bladefall. Bladefall Omega Law. Now deals 40, 40, 66 instead of 40, 40, 65. One damage. These things, I'm so confused about these. I don't get it. It's like, K? Why add 1 damage? It's because of formulas, I guess. This just looks weird for us, I guess. 411 to 617, so 20% damage buff, no effectiveness changes. Fightfall needs more than damage effectiveness buffs though. It needs like the projectile itself. Is there a way to even speed that up? Does cast speed help it? I can't remember now. I don't know. Maybe Bladefall will be useful this thing. Unleash, that's it? Yeah. Yeah, I know it's not a projectile. I don't know what else to call it. Blight. Mana cost is now 5, was 4. Now deals 3.1 base chaos damage, up from 1.7, and 257, up from 209. Now gains additional radius. That actually might be useful now. 2 more radius. Nice. Blood Rage, mana costs, body swap, brand recall. Cheaper? You know, that's technically a nerf. The brand recall mana being cheaper is technically a bit of a nerf. I can't proc Arcane Surge. Leave can affect up to 40 targets. Why is there a cap? Why not just let us affect any targets? I guess server crashes, I don't know. Cold Snap. Mana costs 32 to 47, up from 24 to 35. 666 to 999. That was not a formula, that's intentional. I bet you it was like 668 or something in the formula, 2002, and they changed it. Something like that. From 668 to 2002. Maybe not, because the old one was so... So they've just made it better early game? Yeah, it's like barely changed to level 20. That's fine. I mean, a lot of things are pretty bad early game anyway. Contagion affects up to 40 targets and mana cost changes. Convocation, that's so fucking nice. I think I might play a summoner this thing again. Like an actual summoner, not anime weapon. I don't know, actually, I could play anime weapon again. I think I've only played like 30, 40 anime weapon characters. I love anime weapon, dude. Not as much as Uber Elite, but I love anime weapon. Maybe Spectres again. Cremation, mana cost level 1 is now 11, plus 14. Now deals 49 to 74 from 40 to 60. And 434 to 651 instead. Okay, so that's a pretty decent buff. You know, I wish they just renamed it to Volcano, removed the entire damage, like, or corpse thing. That would be nice. Like, that would be really nice. That's a nice buff, though, on damage. Now gains radius, 100% of... Wow, Cremation's gonna be a nice boss killer. Dark Pact, more radius, mana cost. 24 to 36 from 20 to 30, so 30% damage buff. That's actually, it's more than that. 40? No, 30. 20, 30-ish. That's nice. Desecrate changes, Despair mana changes, Detonate Dead. 15 to 22 from 10 to 14. But no endgame changes with slight nerf endgame, so better early game. Oh wow, that effectiveness though. G'day mate. How you doing, Ziggy? That is some fucking damage effectiveness. Right, discharge, 0.75 seconds, because we're gonna self-cast it. And now some poor fucker is actually gonna do it. What does damage effectiveness mean? Sure, I can like explain it real quick. Let's say you're getting 10 flat added damage. It most like really high cast speed spells, but for example have 50% damage effectiveness. So if you have 10, then like if you add 10 flat added fire damage, that would only give you 5. If you have 150, that'll add 15. Okay, so just a big buff to damage. It should still be nice for custom crit. Let's see. Remove the terminal one. Oh, per endurance search removed. I was like, yeah, so straight up a buff. Slight buff. That's a method, thank you. Yeah, that's just the flat added. But yeah, flat added's really good on most things. They're just slightly better on other things. But either way, it's pretty crazy good on everything. Elemental weakness, mana changes. Enduring cry, mana changes. Enfeeble, mana changes. It causes normal and magic to deal 21 less, up to 30% less, and rare and unique up to 15. Still decent. Essence Drain. Mana cost changes, cast time 0.05 less. Now explodes on impact, applying the Essence Drain debuff to enemies in a small radius. This explosion deals no hit damage. Wow, it's an area damage now. 9 to 14, level 1 from 69, and wow, big buff everywhere. That's big. Is that 40, 50%? No, 40? I don't even know. I'm bad at math. Now deals 31 base chaos damage from 21 and 1 point. Wow, ED boss killer. ED boss killer with conk. Yo! Doesn't get bonuses from AoE damage at all though? Oh, it doesn't work on con. Feels bad. Still, that's a big damage buff anyway, though. I like that. Ethereal Knives. I'll skip that one. I'm just kidding. I saw people in chat talking about it. 7 to 10 fist damage from 6 to 10 and 633 to 949. Guess who's back? Yo, Light Poacher EK, anyone? Yo! Am I going Inquisitor? Am I going Inquisitor or am I going Inquisitor? Am I going EK Inquisitor? That was an added damage effectiveness of 120. Is this like a 60% damage buff on a skill that's already good? Yeah, Durango, thank you. %30 and 20 effectiveness. 38%. Wow. Have a good link. Nah, Durango just linked me this. It's... Where's EK? I could click it. Difference 38%. 30. Oh, should I just look at the last one? Ah! 43% total. Give me, I like it in chat from Durango. That's nice. Yo, that's real nice. How to boss kill with EK? You don't. You use another skill for that. EK is not for bosses. Oh, the difference. Right, but that's awesome. Cool. Hit down, flashbang. Explosive trap. Modifiers to explosive trap radius now affects the spread of its explosions. Oh, cool. Huh. Wonder how that's gonna be in-game. Now deals 46 instead of 47. Oh. The slight nerf. But more damage effectiveness and radius. It's still light overall buff, I think. Fire Nova Mine. Mana cost changes and 40%, so 10% more added damage. Effectiveness. Fireball. Please be a big buff. 9 to 14 instead of 7 to 10. Yes! Ooh, I was already thinking about going Inquisitor Fireball. But now I'm thinking EK though. Imagine if there was a Val EK. 1100 to 1.6. Wow. 180% damage effectiveness. Yeah, I really want to make... I think about it for racing. Well, I might be doing boss killing anyway for the team. First, our mana cost at gem level 20 is now 25. What's 26? So cool about Fireball. Deals 4 to 11 and changed to 200 to 300 from 202 to 302. Cast time of 0.75 seconds from 09. Okay. Interesting. Can't see many people using Firestorm. Flame Dash costs 8 was 10 was 23 was 30. I'm guessing this is just to make Arcane Surge less powerful. No, EK is bad against bosses. Flame Surge, mana cost changes 27 to 40. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Flame Surge damage buff? It's already bonkers before. $563 to $844. Now gains length. Nice! I like that. I was using that to kill Shaper last thing. It was so good on a budget. A fucking Instinct Shaper. That's nice. I like that. Flame Blast changes. Mana changes 31 to 46. From 280 to 419. Oh, damage buff at endgame. Not early. And 10% more effectiveness. Flamethrower trap. That's pretty cool about Flame Blast. But unless Ignite gets changed, I don't see people using Flame Blast still. guess you still use like crit totems though. Crit totems would still be good. By like 8 nights, like we'll see. Flamethrower trap, 5 to 8, from 5 to 7 to 11. Small damage buff there. Oh, I didn't sleep a lot. Freeze Mine, mana changes. Freezing Pulse, mana changes, and then 8 to 12 from 7-11. 888, 1332. Pretty decent damage buff and massive effectiveness. Frost Bomb, dude, we're only on F. There's so many. Applies cold exposure to affected enemies rather than reducing their cold resistances. What's cold exposure? Just like more cold damage taken? Frost Wall, mana changes. Frost Bolt, damage buff. Pretty big damage buff. Minus 25%. Oh. Okay. Oh, right, you can't suck it. It's pen, but they don't explain it. Oh, it's just so you can't do like minus 25, minus 30, minus 30, I guess. Right. I mean, Frostbolt got buff. That's nice. I like Frostbolt. It's a fun skill. Clear Shot Cascade is 0.7 cast time. Wow. That's quite the nerf on damage. Especially for mines and traps. Not so much for totems and self-cast. I mean, it's deserved anyway. Still gonna be really good. Still one-shot Shaper with it. Round Slam can now affect up to 40 targets. Hatred now causes you and your balance to deal 14% more cold damage at gem level 1 and up to 18% more cold damage at gem level 20. Now causes you and nearby allies to gain 16% physical damage and extra cold damage from 26 up to 25, so 10% damage nerf there. I mean, it's still good. It's still good. And now at least you can use it for other things. Multiplies the extra damage granted by the aura, so it's still really good. I'd say this is a buff all around, really. Because you can use it for other stuff now. But would you use it though? It's a 50% aura. If I go full cold EK, I could see myself using Hatred. Ice Nova. Mana changes, cast time down by once. 18 to 26. Oof. And 5 up 12 to 672. Oh. Why is it a damage nerf? 3 to 4. And 79. Wait, why is Ice Nova getting so nerfed? Honestly, it's really good that they did this. It's really good that they nerfed Ice Nova because it was getting ridiculous that everybody played Ice Nova. You know? I didn't see anyone play anything else anymore. Why is there a humming sound? I don't know. I'm getting a new microphone set up. It'll be gone soon. Ice Spear, damage buff at early game but nerf at end game. That's fair. Getting smaller and smaller each stream. Thinking down. Ice trap, circles of a 20 to 25. Hey, Noogie. How are you doing? Now deals 88 to 133. Ah, that's a pretty big buff. Wow, wow! Hello? That's a massive buff. How are you doing, my fellow Methoder? A massive buff. Nice, Noogie. Ah, that's pretty cool though about Ice Drive. It'll be a good boss killer. Incinerate. On a house changes, now against radius and radius per stage, up to +5. Plus 19 radius at max stages at the gem. 15. 3 to 5 unchanged, and a small damage buff at endgame. More than that though. Huh. Best they didn't buff Incinerate more. Oh yeah, okay. Lightning Spire Trap. 14 to 43 from 17 to 51. Oh. Well, that deserved a bigger nerf than that though. Not 195 to 585 from 217 to 652. That deserved a way bigger nerf. Because we're getting so much power creep. They needed to nerf it to like maybe 150 to 500 or something. Lightning Tendrils. 1 to 4 from 1 to 3. 37, 703. It's a pretty big buff. 30% more effectiveness. Tendies is nuts. Yeah, Tendies will be pretty useful now. That's cool, I like that. Lightning Trap. 18 to 54. 66 to 13. Wow, nice. Wow, and 30%. 35%. That's nice for Lightning Trap. Both of these getting loads more. That's really nice. Lightning Warp. They need to rework Lightning Warp entirely. Like, it just needs to, you need to be able to cast it before it's completely finished again. They need to rework it mechanically. Magma Orb now deals 9 to 12. 716 to 1073, so slight buff. Didn't really need a buff. Like 5 damage is crazy with that like chain necklace. Unshell mana changes. Orb of Storms. Now deals 3 to 9 lightning damage. And 195 to 584. Wait, it actually has damage now? Yo, I wonder if I can actually make Orb of Storms kill things. 30% more. Well, 25. Tempest Shield, Orb of Storms. Yeah. Oh, cool, Libra. Phase Run, a projectile weakness punishment, rallying cry, and raise spectral mana changes. Reckoning up to 40 enemies. Rejuve Totem, mana changes. Scorching Ray. Now deals 13 base, up from 8.2. And 488 base, wow. Oh, no longer lowers enemy resistance with a stacking debuff. Now applies fire exposure at max stacks? Only at max stacks? It doesn't do anything until max stacks now? Ow! It does? What do you mean, Uber? Are you sure? It's still a damage buff? Correct, no resistance stripping until max stacks. Still a buff? Annoying though. Right. Scourge Arrow now has the Chaos Gem type. Seismic Drop, small damage buff at low levels. Okay damage buff at big levels and 20% more effectiveness. Shock Nova, 34 to 102. 3-7. Wow, that's a big damage buff. 60% more effectiveness. Wow. That's some crit shock nova. That's nice. Actually 100% more. Yeah, I mean, depends how you look at it. 120 instead of 60. I realize this doubles it. Path of building updated. Oh, nice. Shockwave Totem. Oh, that's awesome. I'm really happy about Shock Nova getting buffed. Shockwave Totem 35 to 65. Wow. Oh, Carve must be so excited. And 362 to 672. Wow. Wow. How excited is Carve right now? Carve hates it? Why? Still trash away? Oh. No AoE, no mechanical rework, that's fair. At least it got damage. Siphoning Drop, 15.5 up from 4, and 426 up from 291. Siphoning Drop, it's still Siphoning Drop. Spork! Now deals 1 to 20, unchanged to 63. We got a damage buff! 63 to 1198 lightning damage at gem level 20. We got a damage buff! Now clears its hit list every 0.66 seconds from 1 second. So that means the same projectile can hit the same monster more frequently. I'm excited! I can play Spark again. So excited to play it. Spectral Shield Throw. Base off hand attack time is 0.65 and 0.56 from... Okay, so slight attack time buff. Base projectile speed is now slightly faster. Nice. Storm Brand. That's probably not important to read. Storm Call. Now deals 2 to 7 from 3 to 8 and 75 to 225. Is that it? What? They have to have done more. From 97 to 290. They have to have done more than just nerf the damage. Is that all they did? But they destroyed Armageddon Brand. Do they not know? Did they accidentally? Did they mix them? Are they like just, maybe Reddit wasn't specific and they said brands and they wasn't sure which one, so they're like, they just like, what happened? Whoever made this, you're a legend. You're an absolute legend. Why the fuck did Armageddon Run just get cut down and butchered? It's a slightly bigger nerf than Armor Man without the added, but that doesn't matter because Armageddon Run was a boss killer skill That is dog shit for anything else. If you've ever played with it, it doesn't feel nice at all for clearing. It feels horrible. And Stormman doesn't need damage. Like, it needs no damage. You don't use it for bosses. Oh my god. Okay, I guess racing is still okay then. Mana cost of dim level 20 for Stone Cold. That's crazy. Stormbound is great for bosses. Right, not early game. I'm talking for racing here. And Stormbound's mostly when you like put loads into it. Anyway, Storm Call 16 to 31 from 13 to 24. Decent. 408 to 758 up from 341 to 633. 20% more damage effectiveness. Decent for Storm Call. Don't need the enchant though, right? To play it and not feel. SRS? Why are they only changing the mana? Now 16 was 12? Why is that all they've done? And Summon Skeleton's just a mana change too. Why is everything getting so buffed in SRS? Is like how excited are you about the summoner changes? Uberly. Would you like to tell me how excited you are about the mana changes? Most. Summon Skeleton, mana cost is out 1 higher. Tempest Shield. Keeper. Temp Chains, 20% to 29 on normies, and 10 to 14 on specials.
But we don't know the extent of the other changes for casters in terms of the skill tree, so it's kind of hard to judge. Summon Raging Spirit. Mana cost at gem level 20 is now 16, was 12. Wait, they nerfed it?
Kurwa. Kurwa. Right. Unearth, 7 to 8, 20 to 23 mana cost. Now deals damage in a small area around where the projectile lands. As a result, Unearth is now considered an area spell. That's a damage buff. But will that change the projectile? 25 to 37, wow. Wow, that's big early. 682,000 Trinity, less late though. Decent. 5% more damage effectiveness. Huh. I think I mean too much about Cyclone nerfs. Well, it really. Vengeance. Up to 40. Volatile Dead. 20 to 30 unchanged, and 507 to 760. Didn't really get nerfed much, but like nobody really plays that right now anyway. Not as much as before. Vortex. 38 to 57, so slight nerf at low level. 50 to a tiny nerf. Yeah, just a tiny nerf. Mana changes. Whirling Blades can attack 40 enemies. Yay. Winter Orb, 25 to 31. You're getting a buff? No. Yeah, it's getting a slight buff early game and just slight nerf late game and 10% effectiveness. I mean, it's still really strong. I thought they'd hit it harder. Didn't Blade Vortex get hit harder than that? And Winter Orb was stronger than Blade Vortex? So Winter Orb is still God tier. That's nice. I thought Winter Orb would get hit hard. after seeing BB. They should put Uber Lane in charge of balancing. Weather mana changes. Ooh! Val's heal balance changing. 14 to 20. I mean, that was bonkers at low levels. 331 to 496. Thought they would get nerfed higher and higher. Interesting. 5% less effectiveness. Cold Snap can affect up to 40 targets. Val DD. The damage buff. Pretty big damage buff. Val Flame Blast. Adjusted. Yeah. Same with Val Fireball. Oh, that's so exciting. Val Impurity of Fire, Ice, and Lightning. 25% less damage of their associated. Instead of 25%. Reduced damage. Oh. Wow. Huh. That's big. Nice. Wow, Lightning Trap. Let's see. Adjusted to match the damage and added effectiveness of Lightning Trap. Nice. While Righteous Fire now grants 15% more damage instead of 20 and 28 more damage instead of 39. Fine, it was kinda OP. It's kinda OP. I think that's a good change. Like, as long as you insta-hit your life loss after, it's like no penalty, and it's like a one link that did way too much damage at very little risk. It's like crazy strong still. That's a fine nerf. Yeah, that was a good change. Storm Barrier. I'm really excited about this. I actually think Storm Barrier is a really cool thing. It is now called Infused Channeling Support. Okay, goodbye Storm Barrier. No longer grants reduced lightning damage. No longer grants a chance to gain power charges. Now grants reduced damage taken from hits while channeling of types matching the supporter's heal gems tags. Still also reduces physical damage taken from hits while channeling. Thank you for the host, Stevens. Alerts are off at the moment. Thank you, dude. I mean, so if I'm using this on Blade Flurry, I get less fist damage taken? So for Blade Flurry, you could use it to tank Minotaur? I can make like an immortal Minotaur tank, basically. Now grants infusion after channeling for a duration. Infusion grants more damage. Huh. Of types matching the supporter's heal gems tags. I mean, Blade Fire doesn't have the fist tag? Oh. Well, that's sad. The lightning trundles would do like, oh, whatever. Interesting, I guess. Don't know if it'll be used that much. Arcane Surge now costs support 10% more damage at level 1, up to 19% more at level 20. Huh. Oh, it's a mana multiplier. That's nice. This is separate to the spell damage multiplier granted by the Arcane Surge buff itself. Oh! Oh! Oh, that's nice. That's like massive for staffs. That's so nice for staffs. So big. Yo, that's actually really cool. I really want to be a staff gamer this league. I think staffs are so cool anyway. And the mana multiplier thing is huge as well. If you don't have Arcane Surge anywhere else, it's a 42% support. Yeah, that's really nice. That's like actually massive for staff. Staff is gonna be so fucking good as a boss killer. Like, it still might not be like the best clear speeds, but for delving and bosses, staffs are gonna be so cool now. Hey Ramos. Speaking of staff. See, staffs are good. Thanks to SandyX. Chain costs support 30% less damage from 50. Wow. 11% less from 31. Wow. Wow. I was not expecting that. That's so nice. That makes it so much easier to run chain. I love it. That's actually really cool. DK. Decay now deals 120 chaos damage per second to gem level 1, 843. Oh, wow. Nice. Orc now causes supporters heals to deal 10% less damage, 30, and 9% more damage from 11% less. Wow. Wow, Fork and Chain coming in hot. Innervate. Innervate now grants supporters heals 2 to 29 from 1 to 25. Up to 9% more damage. Oops. 14 to 251 out of lightning damage. That's 8 seconds. That's so big for heralds. Wow. That's so cool. I'm gonna put Innervate on every herald ever. Yo, 8 seconds? Wow. Life Leech no longer grants increased Life Leech per second. It now causes supported skills to deal 10% increased damage while leeching. While leeching? 10%? Not 10% more? 10% increased? Mana Leech support no longer grants blah 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 10% increased damage while leeching. Quality, I know. Onslaught support now grants supporters heals a 10% chance on hitting a unique enemy to grant onslaught for 3 seconds. Spell Cascade, I love the onslaught change. Spell Cascade support now causes supported skills to deal 40% less damage at gem level 1, from 50% up to 21% less damage at gem level 20. Nice. Summon Phantasm on kill. Now also grants a 10% chance to summon a Phantasm when supporters heals or non-Phantasm minions hit a rare or unique enemies. Oh. Interesting. The Sniper and Nullification cluster has been replaced. I don't really want to read through this. I'd rather just open Path of Building. I can read through the Ascendancy changes here, but for the other stuff, I'll have Path of Building open. There's a comparison tree. Is that the message that's getting deleted? Redacted. Thank you. I opened one of them. It's shitses. Load slow. Is this the changes or? Wait, what is this? Dead POB? I'm trying. It's been updated now. Wait, is Dark Arts gone? It's moved? Where did they put it? Oh. Oh, okay. This is just moved. Let's look at this cluster down here. This is interesting. Divine Fury. Wait, I want to see. Where's the old one? Yeah, that's what I figured, that they'd lower the penetration, so we don't get to penetrate as hard as we penetrated before. Well, that still looks pretty... Oh, but it's... There's no connection? Interesting. The conversion's awkward though, not worth? Yeah. 5% is extra fire. Fire spells have 50% converted to fire damage. That's the same? Buffers. I mean. And that's the channeling one. Dude, Templar area has so much now. Yeah, there's two too. It just looks like it has more. Right. Light Eater, 20% max total recovery. Skill effect duration. Fast speed. Oh, it's just warning. Gain will. Five more mana. 4% of max mana is ES? Wow. Those sly pieces of shit move 2 movement speed nodes at Scion out of meek range and move 1 cast speed node out of a natural range. Lol, nice. That's fine, is it? It's already loading. It's working fine right now. Staves! Staff nodes! Nice. Ascendant isn't a class anymore, why? Holy shield. 60% increased energy shield from equipped shield. Wow. Huh. Let's see, leech nodes. Mental rapidity. I already like those nodes. Buff. Needed one to be fair. The 1 more percent? Yeah, 1% more, that's nice. Ooh. Wow. That's nice. Wow. Nimbleness is already good. I take that on several builds. Wow. Channeling seals at -3, 30% increase. Wait, what? They buffed Alchemist? Did they really? See you later, Hungry. They buffed Alchemist. Did you guys know that they buffed Alchemist? The strongest node in the entire skill tree got a buff? The wheel opposite of Alchemist? What? Yeah, they nerfed it before. It used to be 15% or something. %40 crit. Oh. You've shocked an enemy recently. Priest AoE. If you killed recently, spell kills have. Ah. Snow Forest. What did I do here? Oh, Fire and Cold Rest. Or crit. The Force Shipper. Huh. Reduced fist damage taken over time. This is nice for lap. I can cast speed as well, and 4% as extra chaos damage. Instead of 1 or 1% missing. Hexmaster. That effect still. I really want to buff self-cast curses, eh? Go to POB, it's hard to see. Like, POB doesn't show the differences. I'm not gonna look at every fucking node. Everyone's saying go to POB, it's like full of shit. Horrible advice. Look at the small nodes from Dark Hearts. Dark Hearts again. Cooldown recovery speed of movement speed. Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Soul Thief. 12% max CS and leech. Wait, that doesn't resist anymore. Could be sniper. Oh. Oh, nullification's gone. Well. Yeah, no more resists. Oh, but these are resist now. These as well? No. % fizz now. No feast. Full recovery. Wording change. %4 chance to deal double damage, 20% fizz, 20 strength. Still very out of the way though. Change to Firefox, it's already working fine, calm down. Down was fine. Oh. Oh, just wording change. Huh. 5%. %16% increased mana plus 50 flat % mana regen as well. Nice. Inquisitor, you okay for the start? Yeah, if you don't want to kill bosses. Or have a separate something for bosses, like swap chests or something. Monka, Can share just the leech spit? Yeah. Cool. Wording leech changes. That's pretty cool. Oh, wording change. Fast speed, yeah. Happened here. Oh, I got res now. Still a fairly garbage node though. It's still fairly garbage. Nothing changed in the south of the tree. Cool. You need a PhD to play PoE? No, it's not that complicated. Right, so that's basically all this stuff that we just looked at. Ascendancy changes. Swift Killer. Let's see. Sticky Star. Five percent. Okay. Oh, and while channeling. Or, not and. It's weird that it's 50% to get both on kill, but then or while channeling. The differences in that link? What link? Oh, here? Oh. They have these differences too. Oh yeah, that's nicer. That's just the channeling that's been added. 25% chance for 25, 15 for 50, and 5%. Wait. Oh, your hits? But there's no actual change to that. Isn't that just a wording difference? It's just wording. Iteration. 5%. Oh, 20% more damage over time. Oh shit, I thought it was poison damage before. That's fine. So 5% more. Yeah, it's just 5% more. Totems can't channel. That's the same. First 6, 12% increased attack and cast speed per Ghost Shroud. We can only have 3 Ghost Shrouds, right? Cannot be stunned while you have Ghost Shrouds. 20% chance to dodge spell hits if you have energy shield. The Flame Totem is a channel. Can Flame Totem do cast and channel? So I'll do all the alerts and stuff after reading the notes. 5% chance to evade while you have energy shield. 3% reduced damage taken per shroud. The maximum of 3. One hit, lose a ghost shroud and recover 5% of your evasion rating. If I have 40,000 evasion. 40,000 evasion. I get 2,000 ES. That's pretty cool. You did not look at the passive nodes they buff for you with Reflect, Ash, Frost, and Storm? I did. Did do that. Right, what other ascendancies? Oh! Don't hurt my Inquisitor. My favorite ascendancy right there. That's my boy! Nice. How's it? %10 increased damage taken to enemies. You have Conqueror around you while stationary. So you're shield charging, not running. 15% mana regen. Nice. 20% attack and cast speed while in Conqueror. Conqueror grants immunity to elemental ailments to you and allies. 200% ES regen while in Conqueror. And linger for 4 seconds. That's nice. It's just permanently on, basically. Yeah, 200 flat, sorry. Here, I'm still tired. All those consecrated ground effects are permanent. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Ascendant, Slayer. No longer grants. Oh, Ascendant's there. No longer grants 20% increased damage. 30% in KOE if you're... and 50% reduced max. Huh. Oh, the ascendancy changes. Actually very little. Assassin or Berserker. Okay. Yes, PB is updated. Enhancements. Enchantments, such as Phantom Labyrinth, now have their own mod slot on items. They no longer use the implicit mod slot. So we can have a Val and an enchant then. We just can't have... So Val orbs are still implicit. Nice. And enchantments for Stormburst, which added an additional projectile, now instead grant a chance to create an extra orb. This affects existing item. The 3-tone boots have had their implicit resistances lowered to 8 to 12 from 15 to 20. Ooh. Legacy 2-tone boots. Bone helmets based off have had their increased minion damage type lowered to 15 to 20. Existing versions will be changed. Wow. Gonna be big mirror market on standard. Sources which provide aspect of the avian or aspect of the cat now have the aspect tracked even when the item is no longer equipped. Yeah, it's still best in slot. This makes it impossible to sustain one portion of aspects alternating buffs. Ah. Okay. I have loads of 86, 41 so standard. The staff mod, which can appear on Shaper staffs, now grant 1 to 8 lightning damage per 10 in, was 1 to 6 to 7. Oh. You can no longer roll or craft more than percentage of physical damage taken as fire, cold, and lightning mod on a single item. The same goes for X of physical damage converted to fire, cold, and lightning. You can now craft the damage conversion veil mods on items that have an increase to the damage type of the element on them. Previously, this was restricted. Nice. Sort of good. And OP. No longer 50% convert clubs? Yeah. Could've get it everywhere else. You can no longer craft the 3 veiled mana mods which are available to rings and amulets at the same time. Each will preclude the others. You can no longer craft multiple mods which affect an item's quality on the same item. Each will preclude the others. Fireburst from Essence of Azeri can now hit up to 40 targets. It has an added damage effectiveness of 130. Wow. Fireburst can be famously. Cartography scars now give 20, 30, and 50% more chance to find maps from 30, 60, 100. Sulfite scarabs give 20, 40, 60 instead of 50, 100, or 150. Div scarabs 50, 100, and 150 from 100, 200, and 300. They're still kind of broken. I don't like scarabs at all. Improve the description of the tectonic slab charge slab. Added some corruption outcomes with increased aura effect of the new aura seals. Cloak of Tamar Eiley can once again be obtained, even though the method is secret to be discovered. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a new crafting recipe? 60 unique amulets? I think 60 unique tests. Blood of Corruption Gluttony steals now grants Curse Immunity. Death's Oath, Death Aura Effect 25% more damage per second. I've always wanted to do a Death's Oath one. Lol, will that be? When does Steel get here? Thursday. The Whispering Ice Storm is 0.75 cast time and 6% chance to critical strike. The Rippling Thought Storm Cascade So added damage effectiveness of 100% and a cooldown of 0.5 seconds. Voice of the Storm and Cry of the Storm Lightning Ball has an added effectiveness of 150. That's nice. I still wish they would rework it though, like make it more like it was. Also, pricing critical variation now grants hits against nearby enemies a 50% increased chance to critically strike. Previously caused nearby enemies to have an additional 2% chance to receive a critical strike. This affects existing versions of the item. Can now pair with the mods that cause new RS heals to restore no mana. Kingmaker now has nearby allies have 50% critical strike multiplier. Nearby allies have Fortify. Ooh, nearby allies have Fortify? Yo! Yo, Animate Guardian? Easy Fortify. Pugmaker. I like that. Kingmaker be gone. Pugmaker, rise up. No, nearby. We know how long that is. So we're just gonna use Animate Guardian 21 is gonna like be awesome now. I like Animate Guardian anyway, because it's clunky. We don't know? Like this big, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Cheap Soul Takers. I want a Soul Taker. Tomb Be Fist no longer grants 6 to 10 attack speed. Existing version of this item will lose the increased attack speed if a Divine Orb is used. Do it. We dare you. I love GGG. They're a world treasure. They're a world treasure. Lore Weave now sets your maximum resistances to a maximum of 78 from 80. Existing versions of the item can be updated to the new values with a Divine Orb. I mean, 80 was a little crazy anyway. It's still really good, right? It's still a ridiculous armor for how cheap it is. Like, they could have made like a faded Lore Weave that's 80. That was really rare. It's still crazy good Lore Weave. New Watchers, versions of Watchers I can pair with mods with the new RS skills. Cool. Spreading Rot no longer causes enemies hindered by Blight to take increased chaos damage, and instead now causes Blight to inflict a withered on enemies for 2 seconds per copy of Spreading Rot. Huh. The Poet's Pen now only triggers spells socketed with it if you attack with that specific weapon. Previously, dual wielding the Poet's Pen would mean that you trigger spells from both enemies with each attack. Can we get an F in chat? I mean, okay, so for those of you who don't know, this shouldn't be the end of the world. You just gotta double your attack speed. It's sort of good. It's sort of a good thing. What does F mean? F to pay respects. It's fine. The Poet's Pen would mean that you're yeah. Clarified the description of Eternal Apple. Updated the description of Soul Tether. Cinder Swallow. Ignite Visual. Wait. Okay then. Okay then. Is this a joke to you? Wow. Please open this. Oh. Oh, I see the problem. So specific. God damn it. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay. Nearby, from here to here. Literally nearby, but that's gonna get normalized though. We just meme really heavily about it. Let's just post loads of memes about nearby and then it gets normalized next patch. I'm nearby. Oh my god. Do you know what? If at ExileCon and if I have the opportunity, like Chris messages me, where are you? I'm gonna reply, I'm nearby. I cannot believe that Impulsa and Yoke hasn't been touched, especially Impulsa after the buff. I'm guessing the first thing Mr. Daniel did when he saw the patch notes was he opened Control F5, then you wrote Yoke. It has not been nerfed. So that's crazy. So I'm guessing 65, 66 exalts for Impulsa. World changes. What's a yoke? Yoke of suffering is, I'll show you. And it's crazy good. It's probably one of the stronger items in the game. So what it does is the main thing is that it lets your elemental damage be able to shock. That means that cold and fire damage can shock, right? And shock is up to a 50% more damage multiplier, depending on how much damage you do relative to the target's life pool. So that's already a crazy amount of damage. Against bosses, this means anything from 5 to 25% damage depending on the boss and how big your hits are. And this is enemies take 5% increased damage for each type of ailment. So say you're using a fire skill, right? You're igniting it, that makes the enemy take 5% more damage. And you're also shocking it now, so that's 10% more damage. And then you can do Val Cold Snap for 15% more damage. And that's as long as that's the only enemies take 5% increased damage, that counts as more damage. If you have, for example, the Templar Augury of Penitence ones, and this, then they're still increased, not more. No, so if you have only one enemies take increased damage, it's a more multiplier. You have shock from that? Yeah, but it's still a crazy multiplier to your damage. Like, say you have one thing that is enemies take 30% increased damage, and that's the only modifier you have. This does not stack with your existing increased damages. That's why this is so strong. And that's why so many of us found it hilarious that there were loads of softcore elemental hitbolts running around with Soft's Heart, when obviously Yoke of Suffering for anything is so much stronger. So the wording's very unfair and harsh, but enemies take increased damage is separate to your own increased damage. So the best way to explain it, I guess, is if you say on your total skill tree, right? Say you get a 200% increased damage from various sources on your skill tree. If you get 10%, hold on, see if I can make this. Like, let's say you have like 70%, 30%, 100% increased damage. These are all increased damages that you have on the skill tree, right? If you got another 30% increased heal damage on the skill tree, this would just be additive to this, right? So then you have a total of like 230. However, if then you get enemies take increased damage, say you get, this is your only source of enemies taking increased damage, then you have 30% here of increased. That gets multiplied by that. So then you have 230 multiplied by 30. Whereas a separate one would also make it like, I'm pretty bad at math, but say you had the Augury of Penitence once as well, then it would be like a total of like, if you have a 10 and a 30, it would be like a 37 multiplier. But either way, it's big damage. It's big damage. I'm just making so you understand that they're different. That's why Yoke is so strong. You put it on and suddenly you're like killing loads of shit. By 30%. Okay, you know what I mean though. I was trying to explain it. I'm bad at explaining maths. I don't even get maths. Maths are hard. Nice Yoke, thanks. Only Ellie Hit uses Yoke? No, it doesn't. I used Yoke on like 4 builds last thing. Ah. It is very nice. Yoke of Suffering when Solstice... Yeah, Solstice is very strong too. Yeah, EK is very strong now. Lily Roth's gems are now sorted into skills and support, and she sells added chaos damage support and detonate mines. Wow. Helena no longer follows the player into the Lord Labyrinths to read crafting recipes, as she hasn't passed Zizaran's trials. You'll have to pass that important crafting knowledge on to her yourself. Crafting unlocks the prophecies related to number... Wait, I'm confused. That's just lore? Crafting unlocks the prophecies related to the member of the Pale Court, as well as the unlock from the Pale Court encounters can now be used up to 6 times. Huh? Crafting unlocks from the prophecies related to the members of the Pale Court, as well as the unlock from the Pale Court encounter can now be used up to 6 times. Oh, I misunderstood. I actually thought it meant that I could only craft like multi-mod 6 times, which by the way would have been really fucking cool. That would have been way cooler. That's what they should have done. That would have been so cool. We would have to keep doing the prophecies all the time. Why don't they do that? Sorry, Coco. Don't give them ideas. And that's a sink. I like sinks. Shut the fuck up, no. If you get 6 more from the prophecy. Yes, you had to do the prophecy. And then you could do 6 crafts. Because it's already so powerful. Delete the VOD. No, it doesn't work that way. You just unlock it permanently. I didn't say every time. Every 6 Fred would be cool. Does enemies take increased damage multiply with more damage? Yes. Hey, Cyborg. Yep. Method Zizaran. Now every person in the team can use it. Yes. Thanks, Cyborg. Opinion on this sink? Oh. I don't know what I was expecting. Thank you so much, Cyber. Alerts are off at the moment. Monster changes. Bosses, which previously had 60 to 80% less effect, now 33 or 66 less effective curses on them respectively. This includes map bosses. Resource Shaper, Elder, and others. Spectred Blood Chieftains now have cooldown on their power charge generating roar. Due to Templar budget cuts and performance concerns, but mostly fiscal responsibility, many of the Blackguard Jaegers in the Ascent have lost their capes. Master changes. John Orto is now master and sells hideout decorations. You can advance Jin by defeating ranked syndicate members. Jun's Atlas objectives will now begin appearing on the Atlas. Ooh, that's nice. The maps in Sunless shops are now sorted by tier. Nice. The trail changes. Areas which contain Jun contain 3 Immortal Syndicate. In the great majority of cases, so sometimes less. How would this work with blocking? The Mastermind encounter has now been simplified, clarified, and made easier. The Mastermind's Pillar Surges now activate at a slower rate. Mastermind's Volatile Skeleton will no longer spawn in the graveyard area with an active green fire fang. Increase the radius in which the Mastermind's Volatile Skeleton explode. making it easier to safely trigger them. Improve the behavior in the graveyard. She shouldn't get stuck around corners anymore. Yeah, Vash, that's probably it. Haku on research duty now give items that can exceed 20% quality up to 30 at rank 3. That's still gonna be Garbo though. Right? Haku's stress ball on escort duty now give more and better items. They really should have just went with more better items. Should have removed the and. Ashley on intervention duty now gives jewelry with 2 veiled mods. Ooh, that can be pretty cool. Not worth it, but still pretty cool at least. A change in the right direction. Itha Flight on fortification duty now gives more better rare abyssal jewels and always gives a Stygian Vice at rank 3. Huh. Itha Flight on escort duty now gives significantly more breach splinters. Yeah, as if anyone's gonna put that Flight anywhere else than the Breachstone still, even with the nerf. Janus on escort duty now gives more quality currency items. Ooh, that's nice. Janus on research gives many more better Piranhas coins. Janus on fortification duty now gives more currency shards. Borichi on escort duty now gives more and better quality gems, including a 21 to 23 quality gem at rank 3. Fortification? Borichi on fortification now gives many more currency items that manipulate sockets. Choosings! Vegan's chest in all jobs now give more and better items. They should apologize. There should have been like, we're sorry. They should have written in parentheses, we're sorry. That vegan was so trash. Veiled items drop more frequently from Immortal Syndicate encounters. Several veiled modifiers now have fewer tiers. Low tiers contribute more towards unlocking higher tiers, however it will, on average, take more unveils to unlock the highest tier. That Flight's veiled mod, non-chaos is extra chaos, has been split into physical and added chaos, lightning is added cold as added chaos, fire as added as chaos. The values have been adjusted. New powerful versions of these modifiers can now appear in the basic mod pool and weapons and shields at higher levels. In the basic pool, wow. And the +1 totems is now a shaper item. The cost of crafting veiled items in your hideout has been adjusted. Ah, cool. Azurite, mine, and sulfite changes. I saw Azurite IRL the other day at a museum. You're now less likely to find fossils at depths shallower than 58 and more likely to find fossils at deeper depths. I fucking love that. Areas containing voltaxic sulfide are now likely to contain 3 veins. This may not be the case for areas which contain many other terrain features such as shrines or essences. My poor man's farm? Good. Thanks, I hate it. I love it. Prophecy changes. Added a prophecy that will guarantee Immortal Syndicate encounters in an area. Map changes. The Atlas of World has been scuffed. Oh, shuffled. Most maps have changed tier and location within the Atlas. I read that too, lol. It looks like scuffed with an H. Scuffled Atlas. Atlas objectives now have a 20% chance to appear from 16%. Improved the layout and visuals from the caldera and added new mini bosses. Wait, do you think Triska Teriyaki Sauce is gonna be in Caldera now? Because that would be some hilarious rip compilations. Or do you think it's gonna be the volcano boss? Or not the volcano boss, but like the unique one? Which one do you think it's gonna be? Either is gonna be hilarious. If it's the totems, that's gonna one-shot anyone in a GMP map. And if it's Triska Teriyaki Sauce, it's gonna one-shot anyone regardless. Which one do you think it is? Because either way, it's gonna be hilarious. Either the Rakango or the totems. I'm so fucking excited either way. Wait, what tier is Caldera now? That's a monk ass, yeah? It's both? Dude, that would be hilarious. Can you find out for us first? I probably will. Buildera out of my atlas? Yeah, basically. That's funny. It does say mini bosses. So it's either both or at least the totems. Because it's mini bosses. Yo, that's hilarious. It could just be the totems because there are multiple totems. Oh, that's a delivery. Hello? Yep, come down upstairs. I don't know what that is. That could be a lot of things. It's either method jersey or I've bought a new microphone setup. It's not steel. Steel doesn't come by UPS. But yeah, I bought loads of new microphone stuff. Like the quality is gonna be way bigger soon. I've spent like $1,000 on new microphone equipment. I'll be right back. Let me just go get that delivery because he's waiting outside. So BRB. Then we continue. Not a bomb. Get down! I ran, just for you guys. That was the microphone stuff. I don't know if it's all of it. I think it's 2 out of 3 microphone stuff. What mic? I don't know what microphone I bought. There's more coming today as well. I bought a Shure SM7B, and I bought a mixer and a something else. Well, the microphone was $355. Is that a bot raid? Can we put on follow mode? We want to hear it? I'm not going to put it on now. Ten minutes is fine. Even 5-minute follower mode is fine. For all of you who aren't followed, I'm really sorry we're being raided by bots at the moment. I don't know why. Just put it on 5-minute follower mode. Or even 1-minute follower mode should be fine, right? Because the bots aren't gonna hear me. What were the bots doing? Just spamming the name of another streamer. That's fine, Merricklam. Oh, I ran. But yeah, so hold on. The microphone I bought. So I basically dropped a total of 1,000 in increasing my. This is the microphone I bought. Which apparently has to be a lot closer to me, so the setup's gonna change a bit, but it's supposed to be a lot better. So I got a mixer, and this should mean I should be able to use a mechanical keyboard. What preamp? 1 DBX286S microphone preamp and channel strip processor, Yamaha MG, analog USB mixer. So it should be a lot better sound quality. And you should be able to hear like more of my normal voice instead of like the voice that I use for streaming. Yes, you need a preamp. Yeah, I don't know. So a Twitch staff called Nobody helped me with like buying everything, and it should be like really, really good audio quality now. Oh, an even more annoying voice? Yeah, you wouldn't think that was possible, but this is like the regular one that I use for talking. Trusting Twitch chat? No, Twitch staff. Don't hurt yourself, sis. Lol, imagine my voice. Ooh, it would be so nice. Nobody helped you? Well, his name is Nobody. You sound American? I am American. God bless America. Sound dead inside. What was your announcement? I joined Method. But yeah, let's continue watching this. Turn it off? Oh, I'm not using any effects or anything. I'm just doing weird stuff with my voice. I'm not using effects. Twitch stocks at 52, that's good. Map changes, it's been scuffed. Hideouts no longer appear in areas where monster structure is triggered. Hideouts no longer? Oh! Oh, right, I see why. The bosses that granted to upgrade Breachstones from Mythofed have been reduced. Oh, the bonuses. Tool, Esh, and Sof have had their increased XP reduced to 100% from 250. Ulna Tool. Ulna Tool caps out at 150. Barely caps out at 200. That's still insane though. Thanks, Kifa. Moderately annoy you until you watch this, don't hate it. I've already seen it. My girlfriend said you had an annoying voice the other day, so I asked her what she thinks she sounds like. Oof. Is that your ex now? Pack size modifier for the upgraded breach ones has been reduced. Okay, that's good. With both of those, that should be okay then. All pure breach ones have had their area levels reduced by 1. Charged and enriched have also had their area levels reduced by 1. Oh. Updated a number of Grandmasters. Turn alert on second sub? No, alerts are going to be off until I'm done with this. Until I'm done. Less obnoxious for the upload. Nice, Nipstar. Oh wait, well thanks. Sauna League mods available. Fortune Favors, The Shaped, and Elder, and then Nemesis, Bloodlines, Ambush, Essence, Breach, Harbinger, and Beyond. Fun has been back on the menu. Woo! I'm excited. Headhunter League. Beyond Headhunter. Yeah, I want to head onto this thing. User improved interface. Mod tiers with the advanced mod description now display their tier based on what item type you can legitimately reach. In other words, a ring with the highest possible life roll on a ring may obtain will now say it's a tier 1 mod, even if it's the same mod on a body armor would just be tier 5. That's good. That's very confusing for new players. The crafting bench now displays all mods, not just the mods that you have unlocked. Mods you have not unlocked yet are grayed out. Ooh, that's really nice. Why is Beyond so good? For Headhunter, you get so many more mods and buffs. And you get more XP, more drops, more money. Beyond is beautiful. It's even more better the more better density you have in the map. Added minimap icons for the stash and the guild stash. You can now teleport to party. Wow, actually that's huge for trading. You know those idiots that are just standing in your fucking hideout for 20 minutes looking for the stash? Still gonna be a problem because they shouldn't be that hard to find in the first place. You can now teleport to party members waiting in the Aspirant's Plaza. Added an error message for when you attempt to teleport to a member has been in the labyrinth long enough for the Plaza's instance to close. Added more information to the master level information pop-up. Item filters can now filter out Shaper and Elder items, if that's something you want to do for some reason. Quests. Ah, that's fine, I don't care. PvP changes. Omega LOL! 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 Bug fixes. Are there any important bug fixes? Where your spell totems would inherit their blade vortex stacks from you rather than having your own set? Thank you for your support. Oh, I see. Huh. Bit Welsh. I'm from Wales. From Llanelli. TLDR when? Sure, okay, we can try to do like a TLDR at the end. So a nice TLDR was the most important things I felt. Slight buffs to anger, big buff to EK, massive buff to EK and Essence Drain. What else did I really like? Armageddon Brand getting butchered. Stormbrand not being touched. Winter Orb is still fine. Essence Drain is nice. Spark is really good. Ice Trap's good single target now. Shock Nova is really good now. Leech and Slayer being sort of killed a bit. Big changes for Arcane Surge, so staff wielding boss healers get a massive buff. Fireball is massive. I might do Fireball as my starter. Some interesting ES changes. Frostbolt? Frostbolt didn't get buffed that much. Lower Weave nerf, but that's small. Yeah, Chain and Fork got buffed massively. Right, okay. So I need to figure out what am I playing on League Start. And for those of you watching the video, I will be putting out a lot of League Starter videos. I've already been working on putting out a Atlas video for the new league and some beginner tips. So check that on YouTube. This pretty much concludes my looking at patch notes. I'm now gonna talk about my starter build and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Try to die less than I do.